Sonia, a librarian at the Stickney-Forest View Public Library, where we are. And I'm going to talk about 3 of my favorite books of 2015. Number 1, Harper Lee's Go Set a Watchman. Now you might have heard about this, was a big book this year because Harper Lee is the famous author who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird. And if you've never read that, or seen the movie, which is also classic, I recommend you go do that. And we have copies here at the library. But this one is a continuation of Scout, who now is grown up. She goes by Jean Louise now. She's living in New York, but she comes back to Macomb, Alabama in the summer, and her world is turned upside down because she finds out that her father and her brother are going to council meetings with segregationists and all of these bigoted townspeople that are against you know, integrating Black people and everything. So she's flabbergasted. Her father, who she always knew as a fair-minded humanitarian lawyer, she is just wondering what is going on. So what would you do if you come back home and you realize your ideals and the ideals of your father and your boyfriend were just so far apart? This is very emotional and heartbreaking and bittersweet, and it's very well written, and I would really recommend it. It's a great book, and it came out this year in July. The next book I'm going to talk about is Luckiest Girl Alive by debut author Jessica Knoll. This one came out in May, and it has a very stinging tone, a very salty first-person narrator. This woman is successful, she has it all, but there's things in her past that get revealed. Why is she such a hard-edged person? Well, you will find out something happened in her high school, and there's going to be a documentary actually made about this event, and I don't want to tell you what it is, but it has to do with some crime, I want to say some gun violence, so I don't want to give too much away, but it does deal with a couple different crimes in this book, and you can find out what happens. I recommend that one. And then the last book I'm going to talk about, one of my favorites from this year, came out in August, is Last Bus to Wisdom by Ivan Doig, who just passed away this year, by the way. This takes place in 1951. Don is 11 years old, and he's sent to his aunt's house in Wisconsin for the summer, but it is not a good place for him. He's just wasting away playing canasta with his aunt. So he busts out of there, and he gets on a bus to go back to Montana because he wants to just work on the ranch with the cowboys where he grows up, where he's from. He wants to go back to the ranch in Montana to work with cowboys, which is where he lives. So he wants to go back there, and he takes this road trip cross country. He meets all these colorful characters. There's colorful dialogue. It's adventurous, and it's also charming and nostalgic. And it's really sweet. I really enjoyed this one, and I recommend it. So check out some of these books. They are all available here at Stickney Library. And please let us know, what are your favorite books of 2015? Write them in the comments below. We would love to hear.
If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the Stickney-Forest View Public Library's YouTube channel. Also, like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The Stickney-Forest View Public Library District, where great things happen.